are we doing? How are we doing? Welcome to the whole life. Here we talk about everything. And yes, look, look, look. Anyway, alright. For those of you who cannot hear, um, this is the soundtrack for Reality Bites. I am listen, I am an 80s baby. I'm actually a 70s baby, but my movies were the 80s. So, like, all the ladies from the 80s, Winona Ryder, the kids, shut up. 1979. And wow, that was kind of sick. Okay, we're connected. You can hear me. Let me change that. The Indianism. Alright, so I'm showing my face because I was politely asked to share my time. And so I am. I had a procedure done today. That wasn't really a procedure. Um, I had fire cups and um, call it, they put all these needles in you. I had needles poked from my head to my toes. Um, Acupuncture. Okay, I have to share this with you. They are administering this service to people in recovery. If you are interested in this, and I'm not talking about my doctor's office, I'm saying look for it online wherever you live. Like, we don't live in the same spot, so what is available to me may not be available to you. However, um, where she talked about was more than one spot, so that means that there's many places out there. Just start looking around. Check out your insurance. Listen, you're not going to spin the fuck out like a pill would spin you out, but you are gonna feel better. And after 2, 3 sessions, it starts lasting longer and you really start to feel better. Once you start going, you really don't want to have to stop until you actually get through the treatment process. So make sure you do that. I would highly recommend it. Anybody? Um, highly recommend it. It's much better for you than all of these chemicals out here. This process is going to be, we are working on my chi. Um, my liver, kidney is what she's focusing on the most. Um, and she said that that would definitely help out with my anger. It would help out with my anxiety. It would help out with all the things that like people are complaining that I need to chill out about. All of that stuff is stemmed from the different ailments that I'm dealing with that she's gonna help me get rid of naturally. Um, Fucking incredible, dude. What a way to spend a Saturday, right? So listen, and it's kind of perfect, but kind of not because it's well for 90 days, and that's the Notre Dame season. So like this week and next week, I have during Notre Dame time, but like I'm not gonna miss out on Notre Dame this year. So look out, here I come. And you're like, but you're in Michigan. I'm like, I know, but we're not playing against Notre Dame here, so I can watch Michigan and Notre Dame. We're not playing at the same time. So, you know, hey, I go from only being able to root for one to being able to root for both. Look at that, look at that, what do you know? I'm going to be able to watch more than one game this year. Look out, neighbors, because here I come all over my fucking chair. I am not stressing this year. I am not stressing. I am not stressing. I am not stressing. And who knows, I might even be able to afford to actually go to a game this year. It might be nosebleed seats, way in the back where nobody's paying attention, but I might be able to. I don't know. Notre Dame would have to go somewhere where weed is legal because it's not legal in Indiana. So I would be able to go one. Yes, weed does prevent me from being able to go to places that are allowed for people. Yes, I do have anxiety issues. So yes, it would prevent me from going to go see Notre Dame in a crowd without weed is not going to be me. Not these days. Not until I get my chi in check. Like, let's work on that. Maybe next year. So, I wanted to let you guys know. I wanted you to see for yourself. Um, she did cups all down my back. Um, I'm very grateful uh, that this opportunity has been presented to me. This is one of these opportunities that I told you that uh, you see zeros and I'm feeling abundant because I've never been able to have this experience before, and being able to have a Chinese um, medicine woman treat me has been a dream of mine for probably 20 years. And this woman has a wall of herbs and a wall of different tea blends. And in more than one room, she has walls of books, dude. I got to pass Barnes and Noble today. Oh my god. mm, mm. Listen. Oh, listen. If you haven't heard this song, it's so beautiful. You say talk so all the time, so but it felt simple. And I thought that I don't belong. And now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, I missed you. You say I don't hear what I want to, I don't listen hard. Don't pay attention to the distance that you're running to anyone, anywhere. I don't understand if you really care. I'm only hearing negative. No, 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 no. And so I turn the radio on and turn the radio off. And this woman was singing my song. Lovers in love and the others run away. Lover is crying 'cause the other won't stay. Some of us have been really waiting for the other who was dying since the day they were born. Well, it's not that thing that I'm throwing, but I'm thrown. And I thought I lived forever, but now I'm not so sure. You're trying to tell me that I'm clever, but that won't take me anyhow or anywhere with you. You said that I was naive, I thought that I was strong. I thought, hey, I can leave, oh, but now I know that I was wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, miss you. You call me 'cause you want me, and one day you let me go. You try to give away a clipper, keep me 'cause you know you're just so scared to lose. You say, stay. Lisa Love, dude. That was a sick girl right there. She pulled that song off. You say, only hear what I want to. She's the shit biscuit, man. Listen, like, check out the story behind that song and her part of that song. Like, she's amazing. Anyway, I know she don't get much play out there, but yeah, her song is probably one of the reasons why I listen to. And this song right here, I love this song right here. Hush. You promised me always had a lot to regret. I want you to. Oh my god. Anyway. Are we ready for some cards? Thank you. Thank you for everything. Alright. Alright, since we're talking about seed families, let's get our star seeds out and find out what we're going to do. Collective soul family. Soul family. What have we got? Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. The 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life expression, lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Much. You guys can't see these. You see guys being able, and you can't, like if I show them to you with the way that the light is, you won't really see them. So it's either look at me or look at the cards. So, are you ready? I am. Let's do this. Let me turn this down. We finally copyrighted. We don't need that. There we go. That's also a check for those that, you know, I am still sober. I'm not going out here rocking the nations. I'm actually doing some massive reconstruction. Following through on doing the things I'm asking of you. Wouldn't be fair for me to ask you to do shit I'm not willing to do, right? Alright. Alright, so. Also, now that I've been doing it, I want to bring in to you before we get started to continue sharing the messages, information that has been helping me along the way. That my guys' redirection is prescription for better days. And many of us, though we've had a long time in what we're dealing with, there's a reset button that's necessary. And these things I'm about to show you happen to be tools that can help you do this. It's not saying that you need to start over. It's just saying you need to hit a reset button and reevaluate what's going on in your world. Like relearn stuff. Like you're relearning the same thing, only this time you're taking it at a different level. It's kind of like watching a movie over again. You know, like every time you watch a movie, you catch different stuff. Okay, well that's like if I were to watch Reality Bites. It like when I watched it when I was drinking, then and I was sexually active and I was that age, then I would have fit in. To watch it now, I would probably watch about 5 or 10 minutes of it and not be interested anymore because that's not my lifestyle anymore. And I don't want to reminisce about that lifestyle anymore either. And it's not anything against her. Goddamn, that's a good movie. Um, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's not. I am manifesting at lightning speeds, motherfuckers. I don't want bad shit in my fucking way. So if it's a negative motherfucker or if it's bringing up shit that can trigger me, I'm pushing it out of my way. If I were you, I would suggest you do the same fucking thing. If it even fucking acts like a negative, you gotta push that shit out the fucking way and just keep trucking towards the positive. And you're like, but what about my friend? They'll listen. If they want to be keeping your friends, then they're going to start putting themselves in the positive direction. That's all there is to it. There is no apologizing. There is no feeling guilty. There is no, oh shit. If you can help, help. If they're accepting the help and they're willing to do the fucking work. If they're not willing to put in the fucking footwork, then you're wasting your time, your money, and your effort. But that's on some people's notes. On other people's notes, there is no waste. You know why? Because it may take all of that you're investing right now for them to invest one day, someday, later on. Maybe not on your time, maybe not on our time, maybe not on their time, but it will be on God's time. So don't stop investing.
Just don't stop yourself from being able to move forward to invest. That's what you're being asked. You're not being asked to ignore. You're not being asked to deny. You're not being asked to shove them to the fucking side and act like they don't exist. You're being asked to continue to pray for these people having issues right now. Help them out when you can, where you can, how you can. But stay on your fucking path. And there's no need to judge. They're doing that for themselves enough. You don't have to do that. Telling them that they have issues, they're already looking at you like you're judging them. Telling them that they're different, they're already looking at you like you don't want them. Being different than what they are already makes them feel left out and unworthy. So it's necessary for us to have compassion, especially for our people that are dealing with coming out of negative, to go into a more spiritual environment and start doing things right. They're not used to not having to look over their shoulder. They're not used to being able to sit in a chair and not worry about a gun being pointed to their fucking head if they make the wrong turn or they reach in the wrong pocket. A lot of motherfuckers are on cloud fucking 3,000 when it comes to tense, no matter where they're sitting. And it's going to take time for them to calm down from that. But the more we work towards the positive and show them, and especially as more people get involved, that this really is the way to go. And it's a lot easier and nicer sitting in a room full of people that you don't have to worry about any metal. Unless it's a fucking ring of some sort. You don't have to worry about. And I say metal because people fight with different things. They can fight with knuckles, they can fight with knives, and they can fight with guns. People fight, they can even fight with a bat, tire irons, chains. Like, I've used some of that shit myself. So I'm not saying I'm a badass. Don't fucking go there. Like, I had to use it a couple times. Like, don't fucking get. Like, some stuff like, I made the tool and then didn't need to do anything but let people know that if I needed to, I'd use it. I don't want to be that person. I don't want anybody to have to be that person. I want us to crawl out of that environment. Listen, I have 4 girls and 1 boy out of this last litter. That's more girls than a boy. There's only one war we're having to fight right now, and that is ourselves. Everything else is cheesy. I mean, think about it. 1 boy and 4 girls. We're the only thing preventing ourselves from being at peace with everything around us and how we're handling ourselves, how we're handling each other, and how we're handling the situations that are handed to us. It's ourselves. And as soon as we fucking start working on how to work on that without adding chemicals to it, which is another form of chemical imbalance, which makes it harder for you to fucking process the healing, trust. Like, this isn't what I was looking for, and I'm like, but this is what we're needing now. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. In order for those to shine, you have to be lighthearted. You have to be like a child. You have to be like a bird, dude. Free of all that aggressive behavior. And that means doing things differently than what you're used to doing them. Because if doing them the way that you're doing them now made you not so stressed, you wouldn't have some reason to bitch about what is said. It's going to take time, but over the next 3 years, we are going to make the most peaceful environment we've ever experienced or our ancestors could have ever imagined. Work with me here, work with each other, work on yourselves. I'm working on me. I mean, fucking son of a bitch, dude. All right. Anyway, listen. This is a fucking. This is a single excursion that we have to work on together. Does that make sense? You stay out of my way, I'll stay out of your way. If I can help you in some way, I'll help you. If you can help me, help me. Otherwise, if you're not hurting me, I don't care what you're doing. And I'm not out here trying to hurt you. Like, I don't even know how to do that shit. I don't have fucking heart to do it. I just don't have it. Like, I don't have the oomph to do it. I tried conjuring up the fucking energy to try to fucking be retaliate, and I don't have it, dude. And I'm not gonna apologize. Anyway, all right. So we want to know kind of what's going on. I'm going to run a general. Let's see. The King of Wands and the Three of Swords. The King of Cups. Star. Eight of Cups. And then somebody's worried about information they're getting about a relationship. Somebody is absolutely fucking passionate. Five of Swords, Six of Swords. About a relationship. And they're upset, but they're walking away because they poured a lot into this relationship and they feel like they didn't get anything out of it. But in order to fucking, they're moving forward and loving themselves. Seven of Swords is Empress. They're lying about being at peace. They really are holding on to try to figure out something, how to make things right. And that's true. So, this is supposed to be for like the collective, not somebody else's story, but it is what it is. Like Queen of Cups and the Lovers. You know that there's somebody that has to choose. Nine of Swords quickly, which brings in a tower and leaves somebody out in the cold. Oh, maybe somebody in jail or off in the head about how they're going to move forward. While being watched. Move forward just fine. Chariot. Oh. You move forward and you're gonna be a fuck, dude. Like, holy shit, dude. My bad. Like, okay, I couldn't do that. Hold on. If you try to move on from this person, you're gonna fuck yourself. Nope, you're gonna fuck yourself. Because that's your new beginning. And there's a celebration being worked on you don't know about. That's gonna bring you stability. But you'll never worry about anything again. From the bottom to the top, look what you got. What are you gonna do with it? Move forward in your burdens. Passionate. Oh, you be caught up and don't get too caught up. You have abundance coming in. You have things working out for you, and you're being warned ahead of time not to become too obsessed, not to go back to your past, and not to try to fucking learn shit you've already fucking learned a lesson. That is your confirmation. Do not go back to the fucking drugs. Do not fucking get all hermit mode where you're staying all by yourself all of the fucking time. You're about to have to get out in the fucking world and be able to know when to crawl inside too. You're gonna have to know how to live like a turtle in a healthy way. You're gonna have to take all the lessons that you've been learning and apply them to the outside world as you have the inside world. And watch your world turn. Okay, now I'm gonna clean this up and then I'm gonna show you the books that I've been working on. Absolutely amazing. Oh, these cards. Yeah, buddy. Oh, don't worry. Like, I'm not gonna leave you like that after I show you these books. I'll pull out some advice. It's starting to get hot. Like it usually does about this time. So I'll pull a couple cards and then I am gonna be back on later on tonight. It will be a recorded message, but it will be uploaded before midnight. It is about shadow work. So if you're not ready to dive in or spend the time to work on yourself or listen to stuff about yourself that you may not like hearing other people tell you is wrong, like if you have a problem with how to put it, somebody trying to help you. What is that? Something criticism, constructive criticism. That's what this is. That's what the shadow work is when it comes from me. This is not going to be me judging you. This is not me saying I'm better than you. This is not even me saying that I'm not on the same journey. I don't know what the cards are going to put out there. I don't know if I'm going to relate to any of it. I don't know if I'm not going to relate to it, if it's going to be for somebody totally different, or if I'm going to be part of a group, or if there's going to be a bunch of groups that pop up in whatever the reading is. I never know when I lay the cards out. And that is the most beautiful thing about this job, because every other job that I have becomes mundane, it becomes repetitive. And yet, I can sit here every day, and no matter how many times I get on here and do a reading, it is different. It might even say the same thing in a roundabout way, but it's never the same cards. It's never the same exact way. Everything is different, too. Like, listen. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to- Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Told you. This is that part where, like, okay, so we've spent the last few years persecuting the fuck out of people for the way that they behave in, right? It doesn't matter as long as you're being good people. If you're not hurting people, it doesn't matter. But if you're out, you're hurting people, it matters. And we have to do something about that. We have to fix that. Which means, like, if you're on drugs, we're going to work to get you off the drugs. If you're homeless, we're going to work on getting you housing. If you're hungry, we're going to work on getting you some food. Okay? Like, it's that kind of go time. Like, don't stand around making fun of the fucking homeless motherfucker, because you don't know what it is that they might be in your fucking lane for, or what blessing you could be missing out on. And let me say this: 3 years ago, I was homeless. In 2021, I was homeless. In 2022, I was homeless, and I got assistance. So listen, and let me also put this out here. There ain't nobody out here a beggar, all right? There are some people out here that are meant to work. There are others that are meant to ask. And I promise you one thing: it is just as hard of a job to ask somebody for something as it is to work for something. You have no idea how hard it is for somebody to have to ask somebody for something. They're putting their life and whatever it is that they're asking about in somebody else's hands. They're having to trust a motherfucker. And 98% of the time, it's somebody they don't fucking know. But you go to work every day, you know how much you're gonna get paid. Some of you not. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying equality. Okay? Equality. It really is equal. It really is. And we all have to work on that. There's not anybody any different than another. We all have to work on that. Um, Spitting out, "Well, I worked harder for you than this," and blah blah blah. You don't know how much energy it took for that person to put in the effort that they put in to whatever it was that they did. Just as they don't know the same for you. It's not your business to judge. It's your business to do what God asked you to do. And if He's moved you to do something for somebody, you probably should be doing it. And you're going to be rewarded for it. That's the beauty of it. All the messages that I got up in the middle of the night, and all the messages that I gave before work, after work, in between work and school, in between appointments for work, all of that got me the housing experience that I have been able to have the last couple of years. That is payment. It's a humanitarian certification that they just came out with. I am getting paid. Maybe not not in cash, but I have a roof over my head. They've been feeding me since 22, actually since 21. Things have been getting better for me in the middle of all this shit. And if I could do it, you can do it. Like you can laugh, but God put me in a position where I can get on here and help you guys with your issues any time of the day or night. And I am honored by that. There are many of you out there that have the same job. Things are going to get better for you. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're on a different part of your journey than I am. And I am on yours. And there's people out there that they're already banging in whatever it is, outskirting different things. Mine is coming in a different package. But for me, I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm grateful. And I'm not going to do anything to fuck it up. And the messages are going to keep coming. They're, again, not going to be what everybody wants to hear, but they're what's necessary to hear. And straightening up this fucking world to where we can look down the fucking road and not have to see a drunken or somebody fucking their life out because nobody took the time to love them. We have the ability to do that right now. And I'm asking you to step up like you have been. Like some of you have been rocking the fuck out, dude. Like all the fucking drugs that have been taken off the street, all the turned over fucking drug addicts, all the turned over alcoholics, all the people that are turning their lives over to do good things in life. The people that, you know, they were doing bad things or helping, you know, get other people off the street and not into jail, but into a better lifestyle. We're not trying to put people in jail. We're trying to put people in a healthy lifestyle where nobody has to worry about putting a purse on the table. Nobody has to worry about whether their kid's coming home. And nobody has to worry about whether or not there's food on the table. I had to turn the air on. Like, I'm getting dizzy. It was my first session, so she said I would get dizzy. I'm trying to sit down. I'm trying to stay cool. Drink. Time to go lay down a little bit. Get back up tonight. I like to get shower.
awesome.
I've got some stuff that I'm ordering beginning of the month. The cats.
Oh,
And when I get to my house, I know I'm gonna be in the house. You guys are gonna be like flabbergasted at what's gonna be going on there. That's I'm excited. Um, anyway, the boys are doing good. I'll take you to them. Say hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Now, good boy. Coco, Coco. Hello. Yeah. See, baby. Yes, this is my bed. It is not made. Hush.
what'd you say? You're the silliest motherfucker, I swear to God, dude.
can't imagine what that boy's thinking. Listen, I got him in November, right? He's all tense and shit, okay? First of all, that boy never went outside. Second of all, he'd been around the same people for his entire life. He hadn't been around any other animals, not even other dogs. He comes to my house. Now, let me remind you also that his last owner was a guy, a teenage guy, like going up to college, whose mom took care of the dog. To 4 cats and another dog and 1 woman. And now it's a fucking house full of cats. And not only that, like this happened just over the last few weeks, okay? So like his entire world has turned upside down, okay? Like turned upside down. So right after 5 more babies show up in this motherfucker's face, like what the fuck are these things and why they keep making more of them? Like there's not enough, dude. Like they just keep making more and they just keep making more. What the fuck is this? Why aren't you making any? What are you? Why aren't you like what's wrong with looking at Coco like why are you doing that? Why are that looking like what the fuck is this shit, man? Yesterday I take him on his 3rd car ride since I've had him. On his 3rd car ride since I've had him. And they poke him, they prod him, they stick tubes down his throat, cut off both of his nuts in 2 different spots because one was stuck inside, cut his nails, clean his ears, and stick a metal thing in his body. Time to go back to mommy. He's like, he got 615 on the board. He's like, listen, lady, I don't know what the fuck you're up to, but this life you got me living, this motherfucking trip, I don't know if I'm ready to take. Like, you're gonna have to back off for a minute, because I was a loud motherfucker 2 days ago, and I can't seem to find my bark much today. So, hold on a minute. I mean, like, listen. He ain't even barking at the people like he was before he went out. Like today, he'll bark once, and as soon as I say something, he comes back to me. Like he went from and everybody to and then come back to me like I ain't even fucking with it right now. It hurts for me to bark. It hurts for me to walk, and you are too far away for me to give a fuck. Mommy, I'm ready to go inside. Hold on a second. I gotta pee again. Wait. Okay, let's go. I'm back in the house. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, that's the life of this dog that we got. He's fucking awesome, though. Like, if you put him in your arms, like when I put him in my arms, he's like holding a baby, dude. Like, not really holding a baby, but like holding a little newborn puppy. He just stays really fucking still, and he's just really soft and smells good. He's not allowed to have any baths for 2 weeks, but he still smells good. Like but I don't give them a lot of baths. I don't take a lot of baths. Adam, get down. Adam. Well, Adam looks like Playboy, and Saint Courage looks like Coco. I'll show you pictures one of these days, but it's cute as fuck. Anyway, okay, back to what. Listen, this is my first acupuncture session, so if I fall asleep and I don't wake up before midnight to provide the reading, please accept my early apologies, and I will be back before the sun comes up. I know I'll wake up before that, so I'm gonna get sleep. And it's not the weed, so don't go there. You're like, well, you're smoking weed. No, it's not the weed. Because my back pain is differing. All right. And so I'm thinking that after the house cools down, it would be a good idea to lay down. Now, these items you cannot, for the sake of the project, you cannot get these off of Temu. You have to get these off a bookstore or Amazon because you need the book for the cards. So you want to get the whole package, and you want to make sure that, like, I don't know if this is real. I don't think, this is from Hay House. This is a first edition, copyright 2022. Carlsbad, California. Colette Baron Reed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful author. A lot of different decks that you can get. Hay House, I think, is her primary. I got this directly from Hay House Publishing, which you can too. If you don't like this deck that I'm about to show you, I would highly suggest that you get a Colette Baron Reed deck. Now, she has several decks. One other one that you guys might recognize from me so that you know what kind of, how versatile she is. Postcards is one of hers as well. So if you don't like that, this would be possibly a good one for you as well. If you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary, navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are a multi-sensory, multi-dimensional being. Spirits infuse all things, and you're where we all agree your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agree to play. Today, trust your spidey sense. Read between the lines. Tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. I mean, I, 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 I. All right. So anyway, this is called the Oracle Card Journal. Hold on. I'll use my other phone so you can see better. All right, now you can see it. All right, so for those of you, and I'm going to keep it on the table so you can actually see. Oracle Card Journal, Colette Baron Reed, a daily practice for igniting your insight, intuition, and magic. The deck that I got, this I believe is one of her newest decks. Let me check, make sure I'm telling the truth. I'm almost certain because I got it because it was new, and this was a something I don't remember. There was something special about me getting these together, and I already like her stuff anyway. So like I've been working with this deck and this journal. And it's one thing to read for other people. It's one thing to read your cards, but then when you take the time to actually journal with it, it gives it something different. You get a different insight, a different perception. It's something that's your own, something you can look back on later on if you want. If you've never done readings before, this is a great way for you to start, especially if you're doing this for you. You're not trying to do it as a job. You're trying to learn how to incorporate this into your own daily life where you can read your own cards. But anyway, I wanted to show you that. The other thing I wanted to show you is this, the Lucky Girl Journal, a guided workbook to embody the Lucky Girl Syndrome. And suddenly, the dream started chasing me. Okay. This is the book that comes after the Shadow book, which I do believe I have the Shadow book as well. Let me do that. I'm not going to dig it out. I think I did I know I did a Shadow book. I'm not sure if it's the Shadow book that goes with this one or not. Okay. But anyway, this talks about your future, your present moment, and working towards your future. This is you building a business plan for your life. This isn't a business plan for a business. This is your business plan for life. That's what this is right here. You're going to go through, between these two books, you're going to go through about a 45-day process. It's going to change your life. Now, wait at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, and add this 21 days to work with crystals. Crystal Energy for Healing, Transformation, and Self-Protection by Judy Hall. Another great author. You'll find a lot of information from this author that can get like rabbit hole. Like these two right here, not this one, but these two right here, they'll put you in a rabbit hole. They'll take care of you for at least a couple months on material to read if you want something to read every day. And if you want a deck of cards, she can fill up at least one cabinet space for cards right here. Anyway, dude, I love tarot cards. They're like book read over and over again. You know, like some people, they can read books over and over again. That's what tarot cards are for me. All right. Now, because I've taken so long, you're like, show me the Dreamweavers, show me the Dreamweavers. Okay, give me a card for the collective. Give me a card for the collective, please. Thank you. Oh shit, fuck. There's a lot of you watching. Okay. A firebird is called a sword. If a cat crows round the moon, when a witch must drink their brew. If the taste is sweet and good, for the wind that blows our sails. These are all cards that flipped out, face up, putting them back in the deck. We are keeping Surfing Rainbows on the Moon, 22. Look. Like you can't, like, see if I can zoom in that for you. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? Awesome, dude. Fucking love this girl. I love these cards, man. Anyway, okay, let's go down just a bit. Alright, so 22. You've been seeing a lot of 22? This could be for you. Essential meaning. The power of imagination was led by inspiration and intuition. The source of innovation, thinking, being playful. You're at a place where no matter your inquiry, the answer is the same. It's time to be playful. Let curiosity lead and allow your imagination to help you dream without limits. You are so powerful, co-creator in this world, capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. Even though you've come this far, you doubt whether you can ever achieve the life, the career, the relationship you really want. It's not that what you have isn't good enough, but is it all that it could be? You place limits on yourself or others in your mind? You have so much to give, so much within you that you have not even touched the surface of yet. Write down your dreams, your goals, your deepest desires for your life, and play with them. Rehearse them as if you were there already. How do they make you feel? Have you considered who you need to become to experience all of this? The only limits you have exist in your own perception. Imagine you are surfing rainbows on the moon. Don't worry about how you'll get there. Just don't limit yourself. Especially not now. Give wings to the vision for your life. and commit to fly. Let the universe take care of the how. When you let your imagination soar, you discover that miracles can and do come true. I was going to bring out a tarot of tales for you guys, but that is the best possible way to end this reading, and I will definitely come out with a tarot of tales card for us in the next reading after dark. All right? That was a Colette Baron read. It's a T, did it not? Both of those decks did. She's beautiful. Look here. Beyond your fears, the weavers dance. It is time for the weavers. Listen, I'm going to introduce you to a movie that is really not a movie. It's a segmented movie. Like, there's chapters to it, but it's not real long. Okay? And it's called The Discovery of Witches. And as you watch this series, I want you to be open-minded, and I want you to take it in. I'm not going to tell you what to get out of it. I'm not going to tell you how to take it in. I'm just going to tell you that it's going to bring to you a lot of information that is going to benefit your future within the next 6 months. It's really going to help you be able to adapt to what you're going through. Okay? And you can, it is aired on AMC. You can watch it on Amazon Prime through AMC, or you can watch it on Netflix tomorrow, or the 19th. The 19th, it goes on Netflix. So I'm not trying to cheat AMC, because I'm gonna tell you why. Netflix is getting outrageous. Yes, I do see that. I understand completely. But there's stuff on Netflix you can't get other places. And I mean, like, I get my messages from wherever, where the strong spirits play. If the dogs come circling around, fell out. If the fox can't find his tail. Alright, mischievers, find something to do besides trying to fuck with somebody's life. These are the things that you need to be doing. You need to be investigating the things that I'm trying to show you right now. Put your mind and energy towards stuff like that. Anyway, the Netflix. Okay, the 19th. Netflix has just went into a 1-year agreement with AMC to air their seasons previous, like last year's seasons, as part of the package that you get with Netflix. But it's last year's seasons. So if you want to stay connected, all of the shows that Netflix is giving you on the 19th will be having new seasons that start airing next year, and you're going to only be able to see those on Netflix or on AMC, I believe. I'm almost certain that's how that's going to work out. I might be wrong, but I will say that AMC has some pretty good shows for those of us that like magic. And they got some shows that next year are going to be popping, dude. I think there's one that comes out this fall that is popping. But next year, like, yeah. Yeah. Wayfair Witches is another one that's good. Just go to AMC. Like some AMC also has they turned all of Anne Rice's books into TV shows, TV series. I tried to watch the vampires, and I'm sorry, but blood and gore is just, if it's negative, I push it out of the way. And that happens to be my True Blood and my vampire movies and some of the witch movies. Even though at one time in my life, those were shows that I used to watch. I've read all of the Anne Rice books. Um, love Stephen King. Um, like, I can't even say all the authors that I used to read. And it was different books. It wasn't just romance or gore. It was just all different kinds of books. If I liked the title, I read it. I got to get back into reading stuff again. And you're like, "Well, you just showed me." I'm like, "That's not reading to me. That's education. That's school books." Um, but next year is the 9 year, and this year is an 8 year. And though 8 is the number of abundance, it is also the number of communication. It is also the number of overwork and hardly play. We are going into 2025 where our wishes are going to become fulfilled. However much work we put into the rest of the year depends on the basket we're getting at the end. And we're not getting it until 2025. Like the big stuff isn't coming in until 2025. Um, Pay attention to the numbers of the years. That is going to help us in deciphering where we're at and what's going on. And you know how I told you guys about the next 3 years? Okay, so this is an 8 year, next year is a 9 year. Okay, this is year one, next year is year two, and then the next year is year three. What is that? Year 10. What's the year after that? A year one. What is that also? That's when Chiron moves to Taurus. Stability. Material manifestations. Abundance. Nurturing. Productivity. Now you know what's coming. You know it's coming. It's written in the stars. Like you just got the lottery numbers just now. You've just been given the fucking lottery ticket. You got the winning number. Every single fucking one of you who is listening right now, you just won the lottery. You just won the lottery. We're going to focus every single fucking day on getting better. And we have 3 months to do this. Right? We have 3 months to do this. We have until 2027 to get our fucking acts together. However, you have to get to 9 to get to 10. So if you don't complete 8, which means keep working and doing whatever the fuck it is that you're doing to obtain your wish fulfillment, thank you. That number 9 isn't going to feel as good as what you're expecting. So put in the work. I don't mean put in all the work at work. I mean, this is an entire fucking
Like, this is a whole fucking rodeo. This isn't just the horse. This isn't just the bull. This is the whole fucking kit and caboodle, dude. Like, all you gotta do is breed motherfuckers, never ask nobody for nothing type ranch. The answer is in what you're willing to put in to what it is that you're wanting. Because whatever it is, the universe is willing to multiply it by 100. And I promise you, with every beat of every heart that has ever existed, the more people work towards what it is that they fucking want, the less likely chance you're going to run into any problems over the next 3 years. You go out here fucking with other people's shit, you're going to have some problems. But if you stay in your fucking lane, and I don't mean like if you want to help somebody, hey, look, I think that that's, advising somebody, but be cool about it. Other than that, stay the fuck in your lane. If it ain't hurting nobody, it ain't your business. Period. I don't care if it's clothes. I don't care if it's dress. I don't care if it. Listen, unless you're in the fucking room with somebody, you their fucking ain't none of your business either. And it ain't for you to try to understand, figure out, or comprehend. It ain't none of my business either. When it comes to the children, I have a right to stand up for the children. But we can talk about that shit. Now's not the time. We know what the fuck to do. We know what the fuck is up. It's time to stand up for yourself. What the fuck do you want for your life? Alright, guys. I'm gonna get off here. The ice cream truck is outside. I got ice cream in the freezer though. Boom, boom! Boom, boom! Boom, boom! I got ice cream in the freezer. Head itching like a motherfucker. I gotta get it redone. I hope this has helped. I really do love being a part of this world and being able to be a part of this change. As soon as you adapt to that perception, your world will begin to shift and you won't have a lot to bitch about. Wouldn't it be nice to get on the radio when there ain't talking about nothing but happy thoughts? And you don't have to worry about it getting on your nerves because you're feeling just as good. You keep that thought in your head because that's where we're headed. And there ain't nothing gonna stop us. Nothing gonna stop us, oh baby. Oh, I have to, dude. I have to. Cause you know, Tom Cruise. See your planet as we slow down. It's too good to be true. Standing here beside you, ask you what to do. And I'm here for you. 3
not gonna lose you. It will stay with you. Take it to the good times, see it through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do. Never say we're crazy. What do they know? The times out, baby, don't ever let go. And the world around us just fall apart. Maybe we can make it if we're hard to hold. And we can build this thing together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us in this world. I'm gonna love us. We'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. No. All that I need is you. All that I need, Lord, Lord, is you. Hold it forever, ever and ever. Anyway. You gotta go watch Top Gun. Listen, I don't give a fuck how old you are. Go watch Top Gun. Some of the best love stories, dude. Anyway, it really not like, I mean, it's kind of mean, but it's kind of not. Anyway, if I tell you anymore, you'll fucking not watch it. Listen, go watch it. You'll like it. Anyway, I think that song right there is put in several movies of the 80s. I think I remember a Kirstie Alley movie with that song in it. Yeah, I used to watch her movies too. Like, I used to love 80s movies. I still do. I still do. Alright, anyway, that is how we are going to end the evening with that. I will be back on in a few hours with our shadow work reading. Remember, if you're not ready to hear it, you're not ready to work on it. But if you're not ready to work on it, what are you doing here? Let's do this shit. I'll see you tonight. Love, light, life, and kisses.